This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen. Tonight on the Scorecard.
Lady Knights dominate NCAA beach volleyball as they are off to a sizzling 2-0 start. Team Philippines' curling duo advances to quarterfinals at Harbin 2025. Mara Aquino bids MPL Philippines goodbye, gets a farewell fit for a queen. Filipino golfers face tough challenge at ICTSI Philippine Ladies Masters. In the NBA, the Celtics hold off the Cavs to extend their win streak to 4. While Towns' double-double powers the Knicks past the Raptors 121-115. And we get up close and personal with rising basketball star Kieffer Alas. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 5th of February. Now here's our roundup.
The Letran Lady Knights hit the sand running, making a powerful opening statement in their quest for a three-peat at the NCAA Season 100 Women's Beach Volleyball Tournament, breezing through their first two matches at the SBMA Sandcourt in Subic. Led by Captain Lara May Silva and the dynamic Makilang sisters, Gia and Jogi, the defending champs made quick work of San Sebastian College Recoletos and Mapua University, not dropping a set in both matchups. Against Mapua, the Makilang duo turned up the heat and locked in a tight 9-all battle. They rattled off 3 straight points, highlighted by a clutch service ace from a rookie MVP, Gia. Jogi, on the other hand, then added an underhand attack to push Letran ahead of 16-11. Mapua fought back, cutting the gap to 20-16 behind Raina Vergino and Francis Makatangay, but Gia shut the door closed with a well-timed 1-2 play to seal the deal. Meanwhile, Lyceum and Arellano also kicked off their campaigns on a high note, both finishing the day unbeaten at 2-0. Now with this team setting the tone early, the NCAA beach volleyball season is shaping up to be a heated battle in the sand.
In a thrilling display at the Asian Winter Games in Harbin, China, the Philippine mixed doubles curling team composed of Mark Angelo Pfister and Kathleen Sumbilio Doberstein secured their third consecutive win with an impressive 11-3 victory over Qatar. This triumph propels them into the quarterfinals, bringing them closer to securing a historic podium finish. The success in Harbin is part of a broader ambition for the Philippine curling team. In November 2024, the team achieved a significant milestone by sweeping the Pan-Continental Curling Championships in Canada, culminating in a 9-3 win against Kazakhstan. This victory elevated them to Division A, enhancing their prospects for qualifying for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan, Italy.
After nearly 4 years of unforgettable moments, MPL Philippines resident queen of the microphone, Mara Aquino, is stepping away from the spotlight. Since Season 7, Mara has been a front-row witness to epic victories, crushing defeats, and the rise of esports legends. Always stylish, always confident, and full of charm, she wasn't just a host. She was a staple of the league, bringing energy and heart to every broadcast. From announcing champions to capturing the raw emotions of players chasing their dreams, Mara's time with MPL Philippines was filled with history-making moments. And as she bid farewell, she made sure to thank the whole community that made it all so special through her MPL journey has come to an end. Mara isn't saying goodbye for good, calling on everybody to keep the good vibes, for she might just see everyone once again next time. Now, where will Mara Aquino respond next? Fans will just have to wait and see.
The ICTSI Worldwide Link Philippine Ladies Masters 2025 is set to unfold on February 12 at the Country Club in Laguna, drawing 50 elite players, each from the Korean LPGA Dream Tour and the LPGA of Taiwan, to test the mettle of the homegrown contenders. Doti Ardina, a seasoned LPGA Tour campaigner, leads the Philippine charge alongside Pauline Del Rosario, Princess Superal, Harmy Constantino, Daniela Uy, Chanel Avaricio, and Mika Fortuna. Adding intrigue to the competition is Manila-based Korean prospect Tiffany Lee, who could be a surprise contender. This $200,000 event, the first KLPGA sanctioned event or sanctioned tournament in the Philippines, is expected to deliver top-tier competition as the Koreans, Taiwanese, and Thais, renowned for their structured training programs and global success, bring their A-game. For the Filipino hopefuls to stay competitive, they'll need to excel in course management, mental fortitude, and short game precision on the demanding 6,337-yard layout of the country club.
Now hopping over to the NBA, the Boston Celtics maintained control from start to finish, securing a 112-105 victory over the Eastern Conference leading Cleveland Cavaliers. With the win, Boston extended the streak to 4 games, improving to 36-15, while the Cavs saw their own 4-game run snapped, falling to 40-10. Now, despite both teams boasting top-tier offenses, the game started as a defensive battle. The Celtics, however, found their rhythm first, surging to a 20-point lead in the first half. Cleveland responded, trimming the deficit to 10 by halftime, but Boston never relinquished control. Donovan Mitchell spearheaded the Cavs' second-half push, keeping the pressure on Boston. However, the Celtics had the answers late, with Derek White delivering clutch plays in the fourth quarter to secure the win. Jason Tatum led Boston with 22 points and 7 assists, while White contributed 20 points. Mitchell posted an impressive 31-point, 10-rebound performance for Cleveland, and Jarrett Allen added 17 points and 19 rebounds. Boston now returns home to face the Dallas Mavericks at the TD Garden. The Celtics, who have struggled with closing out games at times, delivered in crunch time to secure a crucial victory over the East's best.
Meanwhile, Karl Anthony Towns delivered a dominant performance with 27 points and 20 rebounds, while Jalen Brunson poured in 28 points as the New York Knicks fended off the Toronto Raptors 121-115. The victory marked the Knicks' 8th win in their last 10 games and extended their winning streak against Toronto to 8 straight matchups. Mikal Bridges and Precious Achiuwa chipped in with 17 points, and Josh Hart added 15 as all 5 Knicks starters scored in double figures. Towns, who grabbed nearly half of New York's 43 total rebounds, continued his strong presence on the glass. The veteran big man has recorded 2 22-rebound games this season and owns a career-best 27-rebound performance from 2019. Scotty Barnes led the short-handed Raptors with 23 points, while rookie Jamal Sheed notched a career-high 16 points. Toronto was without leading scorer RJ Barrett and lost center Jakob Poeltl to a right hip injury at halftime. Poeltl figured with 5 points and 2 rebounds in 15 minutes before exiting the game. Now here are the other results from around the NBA.
Now here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Did you guys know that the bump is not just a basic move, but a critical skill that can make or break a play? In fact, the bump was originally called the volley in early volleyball games, but as the sport evolved, the simple yet powerful technique became its own signature move. A well-executed bump is often the difference between a winning play and a missed opportunity, as it sets up the perfect pass to transition into a strong attack. The key to a successful bump lies in the positioning of your arms and your legs. Mastering this technique means mastering control over the ball. So, the next time you're at the beach or watching a match, pay attention to the bumps.
Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. The 2025 NBA trade deadline has been a whirlwind, with teams and players taking to social media to bid heartfelt farewells and warm welcomes amid significant roster shakeups. As the trade deadline approaches on February 6, the NBA community continues to navigate the emotional highs and lows of these transitions, with social media serving as a platform for heartfelt goodbyes and enthusiastic introductions. Let's watch some of the players say their welcome message to their new teams.
What's up, Laker fans? I'm in LA. Excited to meet you all. Mass fans, your boy AD here.
What's up, it's Max
With Max.
Yes, sir.
And we're excited to be a part of the organization, be a part of the team. We're going to do something special with y'all, man.
We win a lot of games.
A lot of games. We're excited and we can't wait to get on the floor, support the team, and do what we do best.
Yes, sir. Go Mavs.
Go Mavs.
And that's our roundup for tonight, the 5th of February. When we return, meet high school basketball ace and rising star Kieffer Alas. Watch out for that and more right here on The Scorecard.
First, updated, on top of everything, and focused on the things that matter most. This is who you want to be. So scan your digital boxes now and search for Billionario News Channel. Always on top.
Welcome back to The Scorecard. You can say that basketball talent runs in the family, and this high school standout is another court ace we should watch out for. Here is Anton Rojas with Kieffer Alas. Ang awkward lang po.
For this episode of The Scorecard, it's a huge honor for me to sit down and have this interview because once upon a time, believe it or not, I used to play in the UAAP wearing jersey number 9, and now there's a young man here who has that honor, but he's way better than I ever was, and he is the best player in high school basketball right now. That's what I'm hearing, that's what people are saying, and he's here on The Scorecard. We have Kieffer Alas. Kief, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, thank you.
Beautiful campus. A lot has changed since I was studying in De La Salle Isabel. I guess to start off, how's life as a student athlete?
Yun, being a student athlete is super difficult. I have to go through so much things. 5 a.m. practice, then I have to rush all the way to this campus, then go back to school for another practice. So, yun, I have to bawi talaga with my sleep, so it's super draining.
And it's amazing how you're able to balance everything, the studies, playing for Zobel, all the leagues, playing in Gilas. 2024 was such a fruitful year for you, very successful. NBTC ranked you as the number 2 high school basketball player in the whole country. Jared Bahay was ranked number 1. But this year, 2025, marami nagsasabi that you are the best basketball player in high school. How do you feel about that?
I'm just flattered because that's what I've been working for since I was a child. So it's a great feeling, honestly. I'm just really thankful to God for giving me this opportunity.
Now, I've covered your family from your dad, Coach Louie, to Kuya Jun, Kevin, I also know Kenneth. All of them, basketball. Ball is life. Was there any option for you growing up? Or was basketball like parang inevitable para sa'yo?
There's no other option. When I was born, we already had a basketball balloon right beside me when I just got conceived. So it's just been basketball since I was born talaga. I've loved it.
All right. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received from your dad?
So much. For me, the best one was stay grounded. Because there were times, honestly, where I feel like I was above the world already, especially after my Gilas stint where we qualified for the World Cup. Then after that, there was like a game where I had an off game. I played bad because I was too relaxed. So I feel like that changed me to stay more consistent because staying grounded just keeps you more hungry than ever. So yeah.
Do you feel like you have, let's say, like a big advantage, having a dad who, has accomplished so much, won championships, coached so many different kinds of players, and you can just go to him for advice anytime?
it's more of a cheat code. All of my teammates, they don't have anyone to go to like that. So it's a real blessing to have my dad by my side and my kuyas as well, who are players as well.
Yeah, I was gonna go to that. Kieffer Alas, of course, very accomplished. I saw his career in Letran and then now in the PBA, overcoming everything, still playing basketball, Gilas player as well. Ano naman yung mga napulot mong advice from your kuya Kevin?
Oh, from kuya naman, it's more of an outside basketball standpoint compared to my dad. So he tells me to stay focused, not let anything distract me because there's so much things in the outside that can pull me away from basketball. So I just have to stay focused.
Watching him as a player, para sa'yo, is there a moment that stands out na parang, wow, I mean, this is my brother, this is Kevin. Is it a play in a basketball game or anything that he's done in his life?
It was a whole game. The Final Four game against San Sebastian where he scored 43 points.
Wow, and you still remember that?
I was there, right by the bench. It was a heated game and he just shushed the whole crowd with his 43 points, scoring 10 threes. So that's actually the only game I remember, so it's crazy.
All right, Keith, now, 2025, playing in the UAAP, maliban sa, of course, the obvious goal of trying to win a championship for De La Salle Zobel, ano pa yung gusto mong ma-achieve ngayong taon?
Aside from Zobel, I hope to get a Division I scholarship by the end of the year. Aside from that, I want to finish the season with Zobel, winning a championship hopefully, but also with the individual awards as well.
Keith, para sa mga nanonood ngayon who might not be familiar with the UAP Juniors Basketball Tournament, for you, who are the high school players right now that are really challenging you and that people should watch?
My top 5 opponents, of course, the reigning MVP, Colin Sokoa, and also two other MVP candidates right now. 3 actually, Mark Esperanza, Racine Kane, and Cabs Cabonillas. And also my friend, the shooter from Adamson, Earl Medina.
How do you feel about that it's been a while, and how do you think your team will fare this season with the lineup that you have?
It's actually been crazy. It's been so long since Zobel won a championship. So actually before the season, that's what Coach Boris told us, to make it more to help us get more hungry before the season so that we can bring the championship back to Yala Alabang. So right now we're just focused on the Final Four.
Just out of curiosity, Keith, sino yung mga paborito mong panoorin na players sa UAP college level muna?
The guy who beat me last year, Jared Bahay. Jared Bahay. Him, Jared, JD Kagulangan, even though he didn't play in the UAP, but I saw him preseason, Dwight Ramos.
Yeah.
I love the way he plays. So I just want to model my game after those guys.
What about the PBA? Who do you love watching there?
Siyempre si Kuya, so Kuya Kevin. So I try to model my game also from him. So
aside from the obvious Kieffer Alas choice, who do you like watching in the PBA?
Actually, new generation, Adrian Nocum.
Ooh.
The way he plays right now, I just love it. And the way he drives, the way he shoots, it's just beautiful. So smooth.
All right, in the NBA naman, favorite players in the NBA?
New generation again, Shea.
Shea, SGA.
I just love the way he plays. So, just like Nocum, he's smooth, he can attack the basket, uses his body well. So I try to model my game mostly after SJ.
Ang isa sa mga pinag-uusapan and what people are wondering about is where Kieffer Alas will go for in college. You mentioned hopefully get a Division I scholarship. For you, ano yung mga factors that you will have to consider when you one day have to make your choice? I know your dad's in Ateneo right now, so obviously that's a factor because your brother went to Letran when your dad was the coach. So, para sa'yo, ano pa yung mga ibang factors that will play in terms of your decision when the time comes?
Firstly, yung education. So, as a child, my mom taught me to put basketball second all the time. It's always education. So, yung studies. So, second, I think it's the system. If I fit right into the system, the coach as well. So, I hope to go to a school where they welcome me with open arms and where I believe that I can how can I say this? Blossom under their wing.
All right. So there you have it, our exclusive one-on-one sit-down with De La Salle Zobel's Kieffer Alas. Keith, thank you so much for your time and all the best this year and in the future. When the scorecard returns, we will look into the next NBA matchups so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Every morning,
We won't mention
let's start your day right and laugh with fun. Join Paulo Del Rosario
So excited to bring it all here for you.
and Asis Carillo.
Always a pleasure sharing our mornings with you. Don't forget, wherever this day takes you, choose joy and spread kindness.
And Monique Guzon.
Your mornings are mo fun with us. Join us in the next hour for stories and conversations that matter.
only here on
It's a beautiful day!
Hello, I'm Rain Musni. Catch up with us on Newsfeed Business.
Facts on global trends.
At the very moment, the clock is quickly ticking down to meet critical political priorities.
Keeping you updated on business news whenever, wherever.
It's a dagger at the heart of the average American family. It is just outrageous.
Newsfeed Business with Rain Musni.
Thanks for making us your daily source of financial insights.
Keep it here on BNC.
Welcome back to the scorecard. It is time to keep your eyes on the prize. As usual, Anton Roxas will break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge that you need to stay ahead of the game. The floor is yours, Anton.
Thank you so much, Erika. All right, folks, let's dive in. The Western Conference race is shaping up to be one of the season's most intriguing storylines, and somehow, the Oklahoma City Thunder, up there at the top, has gone from a fun young team to legitimate contenders. But are they ready? The last time they felt this dangerous was Durant's MVP run or during Westbrook's triple-double tour. Now, SGA is playing like a top 5 guy and their depth is elite. Sam Presti built a strong roster, but history says young teams don't just waltz into the finals. Are they truly battle ready? That is the question. Meanwhile, the Lakers are hanging around, lurking in the shadows, waiting for their moment. It's the classic LeBron James formula. Coast early and then take over by April. But this time, the script has flipped. Anthony Davis is gone, sent to Dallas in a blockbuster trade for the Don, Luka Doncic. Now, LA has a generational playmaker, but will they keep their defensive edge? That's the question. And how fast can Luka and LeBron find their rhythm and chemistry? Now, pag-usapan naman natin ang Houston Rockets. Are they a little ahead of schedule? Absolutely. But they're fun, they're fearless, and they've got a coach who's actually holding them accountable. This isn't the everyone gets their shots Houston Rockets of the past few years. This is a real team playing real defense. And maybe, just maybe, they're not as far away as we think. And then, of course, there is Dallas. With AD in Dallas, the Mavericks now have an elite two-way force alongside Kyrie Irving. But does AD bring the balance they've lacked? He dominates in the paint, but can he stay healthy and anchor their defense consistently? Scoring isn't the issue. It's those Game 6 fourth quarter moments on the road. Can AD be the guy who gets the crucial stops? Because that's what separates true contenders from teams that just make noise. OKC looks ready, but history says not yet. The Lakers have pedigree, but can Luka take over? Houston is rising, but not yet. And Dallas, AD might be the missing piece. The West is a gauntlet. Buckle up. And that wraps up tonight's preview so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Now, before we go, think on this. From former world #1 tennis player in both singles and doubles, a 7-time major singles champion who won 5 Wimbledon titles and 2 US Open titles, the one and only Venus Williams once said, "Just believe in yourself. Even if you don't, pretend that you do, and at some point, you will."
And because we still have a little bit of time on the show, I'd just like to share that I'm still not over the Luka Doncic trade. That's why my outfit is inspired by Luka's press conference fit. Now, as for Erika Kristensen here, saan ba nanggaling ang inspirasyon sa iyong napakagandang outfit ngayong gabi?
Nothing. I'm just celebrating my debut today. I'm just kidding. But you know what? When you walked in the makeup room, I already automatically thought of Luka Doncic during the press con. Magaling ka doon, Anton.
Oh, 18 roses. Pasok! Joke lang po. Good job ka dyan, Erika. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. I'm Anton Roxas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen. Have a blessed evening, guys.
Good night.